Salutations my Potterbees, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing super well. So for today's video I thought I would rank the Harry Potter books in my personal order of favourites. I'm going to start with my least favourite and carry on to my favourite. Now, as much as I do not want to say any of them are my least favourite because I love them all so much and all of them will beat any other book I've ever read, I did think it would be a fun video for you guys. And we reached 300 subscribers, which is crazy. I haven't even been filming Harry Potter videos for 8 months, which is really crazy. So thank you so much for that, guys. So let's get started with this video because I'm sure you're all eager to know what comes bottom and what comes top. Also, the books I'm going to be showing you are these ones. So these are my new editions. They're the paperback versions. These were from Costco. They're really cute. They come in this cute little set. And I do also have lots of other editions. And obviously my first edition is my original ones. But I thought I'd show you these ones because I don't like to take my other ones out because, you know, they're just really nice. Now for number 7, I'm really sorry. I love you, but I have to choose one of you, and it's The Chamber of Secrets. So the reason I put this as my least favourite out of all of them is because when I was reading it, and you know, I liked it, of course, I loved it, but I felt like it had something missing. And I know it's a really interesting plot line and everything, but I feel like it's more of a childish book, and it's interesting to see the mystery, but I feel like this is kind of done in a different way to the rest of the books, and I feel like it's not really my style. And especially while I'm rereading it, of course I reread them literally every day. I read about a Harry Potter book a day, and I've been doing that since I was 7. I do not know how many times I've read them now, probably a couple of hundred. But yeah, it's just, I feel like it's missing something, and I do love it. And I have to say my favourite part of this book is the Fawkes, because I just love Fawkes, and it also just really gets on my nerves when everybody's blaming Harry and stuff. It just physically gets on my nerves. I just can't stand it. So this is why this is number 7. Now the next one is Philosopher's Stone. Now Philosopher's Stone wasn't actually the first book I read. I read Chamber of Secrets first because apparently we'd lost it, but it was just somewhere in our bookshelf and my mum couldn't find it, but oh well. So yeah, I really feel like, especially when I'm rereading it, I loved it the first time because I didn't know how much better the books could be. But I feel like, and I know I'm aware I'm being quite critical at the minute, but I feel like this also is missing something, and it's mostly like him with the Dursleys. And I think another reason is that it's not as intricate as the other books. Like, the other books really demonstrate Harry's character, they really tell a lot about him, and in this one I feel like it's just because it's the first book, it's just really basic stuff like that. So that's why I have decided to put this as my second least favourite. The next one has to be Half-Blood Prince. Now I do go through stages of absolutely adoring this book, and obviously I do adore it, but having it as like my favourite, because I feel like this book, I feel it's a bit too Voldemort. I feel like the other books, they display more about like Harry and stuff, and I like reading about Harry's everyday life at Hogwarts because I want to go to Hogwarts and I can't go to Hogwarts, so I have to live it through Harry and Hermione and Ron and Ginny and Neville and Luna and everybody else. But I feel like I'm not really a big fan of the Dumbledore's memories in the pensive, I don't know how you say that, but I feel like if they didn't have so much Voldemort in it, then I feel like I would like this book a lot more, also because Hinny, you know, who doesn't love Hinny? But yeah, that's why I decided to put this in this place. Next has got to be Deathly Hallows. Now I think it's in this place because I do really love this book. This is my dad's favourite book. He says they keep getting better and better, so it would be pretty easy for him to do this video. But I feel like I really like the fact when they're at Hogwarts, and it doesn't really have any Hogwartsy stuff on. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the Battle of Hogwarts scene. The Battle of Hogwarts scene is just amazing. I know Tonks dies, she's like one of my faves, but oh well, it's sad, but I'll get over it. And yeah, I feel like it also really annoys me when Ron leaves them, and it just gets me annoyed that Hermione is acting so like, I don't know, that's just why I decided to put this in this place, but you know, I still love it. I still love it. I only just realised this now, but I always thought this was the moon, but looking at it closely, it's actually Nagini in her little protective bubble. That's just so cool. How did I only just realise this? Next has got to be Goblet of Fire. Now, I do love Goblet of Fire, and I do also love Cursed Child, and I think that made me love Goblet of Fire even more, because when I'm reading it, I'm like, ooh, Albus and Scorpius was somewhere in the pages of this book. But yeah, I really like the fact that when they're trying to find a way to, I don't know, breathe underwater, beat a dragon, and I like how this book, they're starting to grow up, this book is like a barrier between the first 3 and the final 3. It's like part of when they're still quite young, but they are growing up, and I really, really like that bit about this book. And you know, it's a very funny book. I especially like the Yule Ball Ron and his robes, and it's just hilarious. And also, I like this book because I ship Hermione so much. I just think they are amazing. I do want to make a separate video on my favourite ships, but I just think Hermione really, really works, and I'm really sad it didn't work out. But yeah, I do like this book. So next, this was a really, really hard decision for me to make. But it has to be Prisoner of Azkaban, and can we just talk about this illustration for a minute? It's just so beautiful. This is my favourite illustration out of the newest editions, and this is because I like the fact that this doesn't really have much Voldemort in it, and it's more like Hogwarts and Harry finding Sirius finally, and the mystery in this, and it's so interesting, and they're like my age, a little bit older in this book, so that's really cool. And I just feel like this was written so well, and the storyline is really nice. It's not too simple, but it's not really, really intricate either, so it's too hard to grasp. So yeah, this is my second favourite. This is my favourite film as well, because it was just directed so well. It was amazing. Now, obviously, my favourite, Order of the Phoenix. I love this book so much. Probably my most prized possession ever, although, is my Order of the Phoenix. The first one I read. It is a first edition, though it's completely trashed at the minute, but I just love it so much. And if you follow my Instagram, you will have seen it featured in my Harry Potter Through My Life tag. And yeah, I just love this because I love how it's so big, obviously. I read this in like a day once. I am a really fast reader. I literally sat down and read it from when I woke up to when I went to bed. It was really, really fun. And I like how this has so many stories in it, and I also like the fact that it's when we first meet Luna and Tonks and Hermione are my favourite ever characters. I love them so much in the entire world of characters, not just in Harry Potter, like, ever. And yeah, it's just, I love this book so much, and I also really like Thestrals. Thestrals are probably one of my favourite magical creatures because I like how they're different, and you know, I can't explain in words how much I love this book. So that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you agree with any of my points or disagree, in fact, and if your order is kind of similar to mine, then make sure to tell me in the comments down below. I love replying to comments. I love hearting comments. I just, you know, I love it. So yes, make sure you do that, and also make sure you smash a huge thumbs up. And also, I would like to give a quick shout out to 2 new account channel things. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Hagrid's Hut of Pins. She did not know I was doing this or anything. I just thought your channel really deserved it, seeing as it's such a promising channel. And I'd also like to give a huge shout out to, I'm really sorry, I'm really bad at saying names. I think it's just Isle, I'm not sure. This is what it looks like, her Instagram account. She also has an amazing channel, so make sure to check it out. They're very promising channels, though I can see they're going to go far, so make sure you check that out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you next time, so till next time, Potterbees. That was actually supposed to work. It would be like Dobby just vanishing, but you know, it didn't work.